I'm sitting at my desk with this little to-go coffee, and I'm literally feeling like Anna Wintour. Do I have any reason to be? Absolutely not. I mean, not even in my delusional mind should I ever feel like this, but here we are. I do. Hey, everybody. What's up? And welcome back to Unhinged with Chris Klemens. Yeah, I'm Chris Klemens. If you are new, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. And if you are returning, thank you so much for returning. Now, if this is your first time, be sure to subscribe to Unhinged with Chris Klemens wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to see me in my Anna Wintour realness, we have video episodes as well that are up on youtube.com/@unhinged. It's a good time. But today, it is freshly October, which means one of my favorite holidays is coming up, which is indeed Halloween. I was going to dress up today, and then I didn't. Oh, I have. I've dressed up as Anna Wintour. Can't you see the similarities? No, but because it is October and it is spooky season. God, I hated every part of that. I figured I would have you guys call in about wild or strange ghost encounters because I don't think I've ever had any encounters with a ghost. Knock on wood, I think. But I feel like some of y'all have. So I want in. I want to know what's going on, what's good, and what is holy out there, you know? Okay, I mean, no, I don't know what I meant by that. However, consider the phone lines open. You guys can call into 667-577-0807. Save it in your phone. If I ever do voicemails and I want to call you back, you'll know exactly who is calling you. But yeah, the lines are open and let's get into the ghost stories. Hopefully these are good. I am concerned about this episode. I'm not going to lie. I'll talk about it more on the after show, patreon.com/Chris Klemens. I've been recording after shows pretty consistently these days. And they're really fun. Last week we did really stony baloney BuzzFeed quizzes. Sometimes I'm just blabbing about my own life. We need to replace yapping with blabbing. Blabbing? Are we kidding? That is blabbing? Is that even a word now that I've said it this many times? That's okay. We are getting a call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Now, you're the first caller. What ghost encounter are you calling in about today?
So I have grown up with my dad, who's always had crazy stuff going on, but I never experienced anything. But the thought of it was super normal to me, and
just the thought of constantly being around Casper the ghost and his friends.
Well, I didn't see any, but just I was I believe that they're real, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get that, you know?
Yeah, and then I hadn't experienced anything until this summer. My husband and I, we went to it's called Pythian Castle. It's in Missouri.
Okay.
It's I don't know, it's a random castle in Missouri, and it started with basically a cult of men, and then ended up having basically everything that sparks a horror movie. It was kind of an orphanage at one point, a hospital, a prison,
But it started out as a cult for men?
Basically,
God, that's already horrifying as it is. I mean, we don't need even any more ghost stories. That's the most terrifying thing we'll hear about today.
I believe it. So when we got there, I was usually these ghosts, because we went for a ghost tour. And I'm well, it's probably going to be pretty hoaxy, you know, but it's a castle, so why not? And then as soon as we walked in, I started feeling a little off. And I was thinking, I'm okay, maybe it's just anxiety, you know, whatever. But I hadn't really been anxious in a while, so it's kind of out of the blue. And then we went to the first the first room, and it was they said it was a boys' room, and they said people would have experiences with the kids trying to play with toys or whatever, they wanted toys in that room. And I had a Squishmallow keychain on my wallet or my purse, and I felt wind on my legs, and I was okay, weird. And then we left that room, and it literally felt like something was sitting on my chest. Like, there was so much pressure, and like it wasn't even like anxiety. It was just like...
It just felt like if you were laying with a weighted blanket on you.
Literally. Like, I was like, someone get this dumbbell off my chest, please. And like, my husband's kind of like goofing with me. He's like, oh, you're acting so weird. So I was just like not doing good.
So what like ended up happening?
Well, and then I started like feeling like there were spiders crawling up my arms. Like, the entire time, it was just like I never saw anything, but it was almost like something was always in my peripheral, if that makes sense. And then as soon as we left, like, I was fine, like immediately fine.
Interesting. I would say like maybe you were freaking yourself out, but if you've grown up with this kind of energy around you, then like I guess you wouldn't be as terrified. Did the little orphan ghost steal your squishmallow?
Literally, as soon as I walked out, it like fell off my wallet. I was like,
wait, now what? No?
Mm-hmm.
Run that back, Turbo?
Like, they didn't get it, but like I caught it. Like, I picked it up and I was like, no, that's mine.
It fell off your keychain in the castle?
Yeah, like as soon as like we were like just before like
No. Now I feel like I've got spiders crawling up my arms. Nope, I rebuke this energy in God's name, amen. Or some shit. No, that's a little no. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good for a while now. No, thank you.
And that's where I am currently after hearing that. That is like so harmless, yet to me so beyond coincidence. Like, no. No. That's all. Wow.
Just love little things.
Oh my God. I would never have gone to that castle in Missouri. I mean, God, nothing good has happened there. I can already tell.
You're right.
Well, thank you so much for calling in about your ghost encounter. I'm so glad that little Squishy the Mallow is still in your possession.
Oh, yeah, she's thriving.
She's thriving. Well, have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you calling in.
Oh my gosh, you too. Yay.
Thank you so much. Happy spooky season.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. Okay, I'm just now remembering this one time I went on a ghost tour. That didn't spook me. I mean, no, it spooked me, but like it wasn't like there was a knife flying through the air, but like it reminded me of a story of when in 8th grade. Oh my God, in 8th grade, my school went to Boston for a week. What the fuck was that? Anyways, we went to Salem and we did a ghost tour. And I'll talk about it on the after show. But oh my God, that absolutely sparked a memory I have kind of forgotten about. I would say that maybe that is my only experience with ghosts. Anyways, we are getting another call. Oh man. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are we doing?
Oh.
Hello? Okay, goodbye. Was that a ghost? Like, what the fuck was that? Casper the ghost, I come in peace. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are we doing?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What ghost encounter are we calling in about?
Okay, I only can think of one. So, a little background. I'm Native American, so I have all these spooky stories. But I'll tell you one of them that I think about all the time, and it really freaks me out all the time. I don't like it.
Okay, I'm suddenly regretting this episode. I'm like, oh no.
So I have some family that live on the reservation in Arizona.
Okay.
And when I was younger, like me and my whole family, we'll go down there. Sorry, I'm like shaking, like talking about the story.
Oh my God, wait, what happens in this story? What the fuck? Okay, I'll shut up and just listen until I interject.
So, yeah, like usually, like when I was younger, my whole family would go down there every year. But we stopped going there when I was like around like 12 or something like that. But anyways, so when we go down there, I would be taking care of my cute grandma. I love her so much. And one of the things that you should know about my grandma, she was blind. So there's little me, like 8-year-old me, taking care of her, walking around, holding her hands, and taking to the bathroom and all that, okay? So one night.
Oh my God. I'm like, out with it, bitch. I'm on the edge of my seat here that I bought from TikTok shop.
Okay, so where she lives, it's like, of course, in the reservation, middle of nowhere. And her house is just like one room, but there's no bathroom inside her house. And so we had to go to the outhouse, which is a good distance away from her house.
Is that common in Arizona?
It's not really that common that much anymore because like now there's like actual houses that have restrooms inside, but there's some like older houses.
Okay, gotcha.
That will not have any bathrooms.
I was like, this is the makings of a perfect horror film. Like, we are in this gorgeous open floor concept house, and then all of a sudden, I had to use the outhouse. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, and to top it off, it was like storming outside too.
Nor. Okay, unhinged citizens, this is where we have to be smarter, okay? If it is thundering and you have to go outside, don't. Just stay inside and piss in the sink. I mean, I don't even... The floor is a better option. Okay, so it's storming. You've got to go take a piss, girl, and... Oh, God.
No, I was 8. My grandma, she was calling for my name to take her outside.
Oh, your grandma had to do the pissing.
Yeah, because like she's blind, and so she like has to like needs help with walking and all that. So I was holding her. Yeah.
I understand why she's asking you. I just thought that it was just you going to the outhouse.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you're walking your grandma to the outhouse.
Yeah, so I walked her out there, and then, like, we were hearing some noises, like, outside. Are you familiar with Skinwalkers?
Am I familiar with what now?
Skinwalkers?
What? I'm almost afraid to ask is that. Skinwalkers? Hold on, I'm just going to Google this. Skinwalker. A skinwalker is a type of evil witch in Navajo culture that can change into, possess, or disguise itself as an animal. Skinwalkers can be either male or female, and stories about them told to Navajo children can be about life and death struggles or partial encounter. Okay, wow. I didn't need to know that. Okay, so the images of ghost skinwalkers on Google are wild. Okay, so now that we have that information, how does this play a part in this fun little scene?
I was like hearing like my grandma's like voice like from the distance, and mind you, she's like in the outhouse, and I was just freaking out because I can just hear her like saying my name like all over, and I was like, okay, cool, this is happening.
Meanwhile, it's just actually her in the outhouse being like, bitch, I need more toilet paper.
And so after I got done taken to the house, we went back to the house, put her back to bed and everything. And mind you, everyone's asleep. And then I was just closing my eyes and going to bed. And then all of a sudden, I hear like things running around the house. Some like probably a skinwalker was probably up on top of her roof, like jumping up and down. And there was like loud like bangs and everything. I can hear my grandma's voice, my mom's voice. And I looked around, looked at them, and they're sound asleep. And there's me freaking out. I was crying a lot. I cried all night long. And yeah, so that's one of my experience with a skinwalker that night.
Oh,
so it freaks me out.
I hate that. In fact, I absolutely hate that. Are we sure it wasn't Santa with his reindeer on the roof by chance? Me trying to like find a way out of this. I'm like, another fictional character. Santa was on your roof, not a skinwalker. Oh my God, that. Yeah, okay, I hate this episode. Obviously, I'm not afraid because this happened to you and not me. But like, it's like the idea that could have happened to me. I don't like it. So.
Yeah, they're pretty much like everywhere, but they're mostly like common like in the northern like states. So yeah, California. Oh wait, no, you're living in Delaware. You're like okay right now.
Yeah, the biggest thing I've got to worry about is like the Trumpers on my cul-de-sac. Like I really feel like, yeah, I'm in the clear on that. That's why I'm like, but I hate that as a concept this is out there happening. Not for me. I've seen so many horror movies and like ghost movies, and I've learned from the mistakes of white people. I'm not, no. Wow. So did you sleep at all?
No, I didn't sleep. I was up like all night until like the sun came out. because it was like going on for like hours, I feel like, for me.
But why was no one else hearing this and like waking up?
Well, my family, they're pretty much like used to like how loud it is because like they grew up on the reservation. And so they're like, oh, like they're used to the sound, I guess. So they didn't wake up to that.
Was your mom in the house with you?
Yeah, she was in the house with me.
Are you sure they weren't playing a prank on you?
No, I even like went up to them to see if like they're awake and all that, and they were like sound asleep.
Oh God, I hate that. I reject this energy. I don't know what the fuck my little tagline's supposed to be after these calls, but I rebuke all in Jesus' name, amen. I sound like I've been to church within the last year. Psych. Wow, thank you for calling in. I think it's time to get a sibling or something to get on grandma duty. I think you've earned your stripes or whatever.
Yeah, it was a lot for an 8-year-old.
No, that's a lot for anybody. I'm 30, almost 31, and that's a lot for me, and just hearing it on the phone. So, no, I hear you loud and clear, girl. Well, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for calling in, and stay safe out there.
You too. I hope you have a wonderful night, and yeah.
You're like, yeah, anyways, have a good night.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just like, yeah.
Wait, have you experienced one since?
Not as much, but it's not like as active it was when I was at the reservation because anything could happen on the reservation, honestly. But yeah.
Not you like giving this like the same tagline as like Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. Like you're like, on the reservation, anything can happen. Like,
yeah. Like you can get some Wendigos too, so that will be fun too. They're kind of like Skinwalkers, but.
Okay, I don't need to learn any more today. My brain has been fed enough. Thank you. Oh my God, I have a whole new like internet hole to go down.
Yeah, the rabbit hole is big for that one.
I can wait, but I can't wait. Anyways, I don't know. Thanks so much for calling in, and I'll talk to you later, hopefully.
Of course. Okay, bye.
Bye. Y'all, what the fuck? Like, I feel like I have really just been living in my own little bubble. I'm like, la la la, there are bunnies in my yard. Now every time I see a fucking squirrel, I'm going to be like, are you a skinwalker? Are you about to beat the shit out of the shingles on my roof? Did people know about this? Also, if you have a crazy ghost encounter, be sure to leave it in the comments if you're watching this on youtube.com/unhinged. I am very curious to hear what other stories y'all have. And hopefully it'll be less tense just reading them instead of hearing them on the phone. Yeah, that one. Ooh, that is like, what does that even sound like? You know, like, is it something actively banging on the roof? Is it like a squirrel scratching, you know? Oh, so many questions I should have asked. Anyways. Now, before we carry on with the rest of today's episode, I'd like to thank our sponsor, which is Shopify. When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Middle Kid, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing, but an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business making selling, and for shoppers buying, simple. Now, for millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. It is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So, if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, whether that's on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. It's no secret that businesses that want to grow with Shopify. Now, I will say for my brand Middle Kid, when we switched over to Shopify, I noticed immediately such a difference just in the ease of use and how much more streamlined the checkout experience was. I really feel like if you aren't using Shopify, you are getting left behind. Now, if you want to upgrade your business and get the same checkout as Middle Kid uses, sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/unhinged, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/unhinged to upgrade your selling today. Again, that is shopify.com/unhinged, all lowercase. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are we doing?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Oh my gosh. Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I know you asked me that already.
Now, what ghost encounter are you calling in about today?
Okay, I put a little spin on this. Can I tell you about a time I got ghosted? My scariest ghosting experience.
Girl, I cannot with all of y'all treating this like a creative writing. Oh, I don't have any family drama, but can I tell you about the time I got broken up with? Like, okay, sure. I'll hear about the time you got ghosted. I will say kudos to you for the points on creativity on this prompt.
Thank you.
I can tell you know how to get into a college.
I had a crush on this guy at the gym, and I never spoke to him, and I wasn't going to either. I had no intention of making a move on him. So all I did was look at him and say hi to him. And the extent of our interactions was just me saying hi and then him saying have a good day when I was leaving because he worked at the front desk, right?
Okay.
So I was on the treadmill one day and it was like near the front desk and I look over and it looks like he's clocking out and he had changed into shorts from his usual pants that he wears as a uniform. And I look down and I see an ankle monitor on him. He's wearing an ankle monitor. This guy is on house arrest.
Wait, that's like kind of slay. I thought you were going to look down and see something else. And I was like, whoa. And then I was like, got it. Chris, you're a pervert.
So no, he was on house arrest, and I was like, oh, I definitely can't make a move now. I don't know what he did. But then after a few times of us just being like, bye, have a good night, whatever.
You're like, hey, I saw your ankle monitor. What's good?
Imagine. But I get a text one night, and after I left the gym, it's like an hour or so after I left. And it was just like, hey, like, is this? And then my name. And then I was like, who is this? And apparently he had stolen my number from my account so that he could text me and hit me up.
I mean, okay, that, like, you say that like it's a bad thing. And, like, honestly, I understand a man doing that to a woman at the gym is, like, the least ideal. But, like, as someone who is perpetually single and dying for just human touch, I am like, wait, that's so hot. He's like breaking like the gym version of a HIPAA violation. And I'm like, wait, that's so hot.
No, literally, I was pacing my room. I felt like I could run another like marathon. Because I already had a crush on him. You know what I mean?
You text him and you're like, I'm already on the way back to the gym.
Literally. Anyway, so we started texting from there. And then he didn't even like offer up the information that he was on a house arrest, but he didn't know that I knew because he always wore pants. I don't think that he thought I saw him with it. But anyway, he asked me to hang out. And then right before I was going to go hang out, that's when he was like, oh, by the way. And then he felt he should mention it. So he let me know that he was on house arrest. He's like, I'll tell you the full story, whatever. Anyway, the story's not that important. It wasn't that crazy. But
how is he allowed to work at the gym if he's on house arrest?
I don't know. Like, I guess.
Girl, that's a question you could have asked him. Like, hey, so how are you able to work at the fucking gym, bitch?
Well, you know what? Anna Delvey was on Dancing with the Stars. So, like, if she can do that, I don't see why.
And I still don't even understand how that was possible. So, like.
No, same, because doesn't she live in New York? Like,
yes.
She was there in LA.
I know, she's very far away from the house or arrest.
Exactly. Anyway, so this guy, I hung out with him a couple times, and then, well, yeah, literally like 2 times. But he started getting weird and like.
Weird in what way? Like.
I don't know. He just wasn't talking to me as much. And like the second time we hung out, it was because I wouldn't hook up with him. That was why. And I told him when he initially told me like, hey, like, I'm on house arrest, by the way. I told him, cool, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it. But also, I want you to know that I'm not going to hook up with you. So here's your out, basically. If you don't want to do, like, if that's what you're looking for, let me know.
Not you saying I'm not getting in bed with you and that ankle monitor, bitch. Damn.
I knew I had my boundaries. I was like, I'm not gonna.
So you got ghosted because you didn't want to fuck Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, it was, and I approached him too, because one day he was walking past me at the gym, because I still went there, and he like passed, and he wasn't even going to say anything. Like, anytime he would pass me at that point, he wouldn't even make eye contact with me. So I was like, well, so I stopped him one day, and I was like, hey, so what's up? Why are you ghosting me? Like, I straight up asked him, and he was like, I'm not really, I'm just busy with school, and
I'm just busy being at home or the gym.
Literally, Like, you're so busy, you're on house arrest.
Dude,
bro.
why do men fucking do that? It's like, clearly you're ghosting me. Just own it. I'm not ghosting you. No, babe, what you're not going to do right now is gaslight me, okay? You're already ghosting me. I mean, what the fuck?
Exactly. I said, I don't even care. Like, just let me know. Like, I respected the honesty so much more. But anyway, yeah, no, that's what happened.
That is a wild ghost story.
Wait, can I tell you something?
Okay.
Sorry. So I've been wanting to tell you that since you got Booger, I told my brother-in-law. We have a pretty close relationship, and I told my brother-in-law that you named your dog Booger because I thought it was so funny. And then he started calling me Booger, and ever since then, he has been calling me that. Like, that's just my nickname. And now, because I work with him, all of my coworkers call me that too.
Wait, I wish someone would give me a nickname. That's so cool.
You want to be called Booger?
Well, no, that's your nickname and also the name I gave my dog. I don't need to steal it back from her. That's insane.
Well, then, when you got Worm, I was like, hey, guess what? I have a nickname for you now. And so now I call him Worm.
Oh my God, not you guys appropriating my dog's culture. Damn. Just kidding. That is the cutest thing ever. Oh my God, I love that.
Aww.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you for talking to me. It was I love you a lot, Chris. You make my day all the time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you for getting creative with the fucking prompt today, little Miss Booger.
Thanks for taking it.
I'll talk to you later, hopefully. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God. I didn't even think that people would interpret this prompt differently. Uh-oh. It's that time of the episode where like my mouth just stops working completely. Okay, we're getting a call. Hello, everybody. Wait, what? Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you doing?
Oh. Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
My mouth ain't working like it used to before, that's for sure. Now, what ghost story are you calling in about today?
I have two that came to mind. Do we want both of them or do we want one?
I want the crazier of the two.
Okay. I'll tell you the one that nobody believes when I say it.
Oh, hell yeah. Hook, line, and sinker, baby. Now do you do marketing?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, maybe you should. Okay, let's hear it. Let's see if I'll believe you.
So, when I was in high school, I had a dream. This is kind of dark, but I had a dream that a little boy drowned. And it was his parents' doing, unfortunately.
Wait. You're telling me one of your dreams was like a Blumhouse movie?
Yeah, very dark, very creepy.
Wow. Okay. I suddenly feel amazing about my dreams. Okay. So you have this horrific dream.
Yep. And then the next morning, I just feel a little off. I don't feel the best.
Well, yes. You just had a horror movie as a dream.
Yep. I'm driving in my car, and I look in my rearview mirror, and I kid you not, I see that little boy sitting in the backseat of my car.
Nope.
Yep. And I immediately just start bawling. I don't know what comes over me. It was the craziest thing. And I was like, no, my mind's playing tricks on me. Like, this is not for real. Like, I am sleep deprived. But then I go on Google and I'm looking up because I don't know why I decided to do this. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. And there was a little boy that unfortunately was offed by his parents and drowned.
In your town or just in the world?
In the state that I live in.
And did the boy look like the one that was in your back seat?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I actually hate that. I
Yep.
actually
Yep.
hate that. Was he there like the whole time, or like you would look up and see him and then like catch a glimpse and then he'd be gone?
I looked in the rearview mirror and he was just sitting back there, and I immediately looked away because I was so freaked. And then I looked back and he was gone.
I mean, okay, my take of whether I believe you or not is I think you would have to be a special kind of nutso to be calling in about a fake story like this.
Right.
So like, obviously I'm not going to be like the little bitch of the party who's going to be like, I don't believe you, because that is so incomprehensible.
Yeah.
But oh my God, huh?
Right? I've never experienced anything like that before, and it still freaks me out to this day.
How long ago was this?
It was like 5 years ago now.
And you had never heard about the story until you Googled it because of your dream.
Right.
Oh, I hate that. Absolutely hate that. Absolutely hate that.
Yep.
Unhinged fam, do we think that she's telling the truth? Or is she... I'm holding a poll while you're on the phone and you're like, bitch, it's real. I don't know what to tell you.
So, like...
I've just never heard anything like that except in movies.
I know. That's why no one believes me. They're like, no, you want attention. I'm like, I swear to God. Like,
no, literally, I'm like, so where's the dash cam footage? Huh?
Yeah, like, I wish.
Oh my God. That is... I would never drive a car again. It's like in Hereditary when like the brother rips the sister's head off. Like, I would just never drive a car again.
Yeah, no, very frightening.
Absolutely not. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. I reject this energy. I don't need any little boys showing up in the backseat of my car. That seems like James Charles's thing. So yeah, thank you for calling in and sharing that.
Yep, hopefully I didn't spook you too much.
No, it's spooky season, so I think you spooked us just enough. But once again, I don't claim this energy. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. I mean, like, okay, truly, I think in all seriousness, if that happened to me, I would drive off the road. But then I'm trying to think, and I'm like, okay, there's definitely been moments where I've like quickly glanced and thought I saw someone, and then I like looked away and then looked back and it wasn't there. So, but like the fact that it was the same boy who's, I don't know, this is... I have a hard time with a lot of things in life, but when things lack logic or like when they're so hard to believe, but like I believe that happened, but like I don't understand it. And my brain is like even more disturbed than it already has been for the last 30 years. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, we are getting another call. Hello, thanks for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm slowly regretting this episode topic, but what's the crazy ghost encounter you're calling in about?
Okay, so I don't have a ghost encounter. I have a murderer encounter. Is that okay?
That is even better, I think.
Okay.
Although I'm kind of terrified at how strongly you're coming off with this, but okay, hit it, Fergie.
Okay, so I'm going to try to keep things as like, I'm going to try to protect the anonymity of the people involved. But basically, This is the story of how a murderer built my dollhouse when I was a kid. So, my mom is a teacher, and the school that she taught at, she had this friend, and her friend was kind of her partner. They weren't married, but was a handyman kind of guy. Oh my God, I'm like shaking. I'm so nervous to be on the pod.
Oh my God, don't shake. Okay, so it cut out a little bit, but your mom worked at a school and one of her coworkers was like her unmarried partner and was like pretty handy.
Yeah, he was pretty handy. So my mom had him build this dollhouse for us when we were kids. It was like super cute. We went downstairs. He had the dollhouse. He was like, I'm one of Santa's elves. We like hugged him and stuff. So come to find out, like this man would like come to Christmas parties. Like I didn't know him well, but this is probably when I was like 7 or 8, and I'm like 27 now. So this is like 20 years ago. Or yeah, oh my God, I can't believe that. I can't believe how old I am. Holy fuck.
No, we can't go there today.
No, we can't. But basically, we found out. My mom comes home from work one day. She happened to have his kid, this couple's kid, in her class, and she goes, "You won't believe what happened." This man was arrested for a 30-year-old cold case. So there was this murder in the 90s that happened with this young woman. She was traveling, and she was abducted, killed. It was a whole thing. And new DNA evidence came out like 30 years later that he was the one who committed it. So he ended up taking what's called an Alfred plea, where he said, okay, I'm innocent, but there's too much evidence against me that I have to go to jail. And I think kind of just like a funny part of the story is when he was going to prison, they found that he was trying to smuggle in like opiates in his cowboy boots, which is just crazy. But yeah, so that's kind of my little murder encounter story, just kind of crazy. And they think that he possibly like might be a serial killer. He was a truck driver, and like the way the murder like went down, it just wasn't something that was like, okay, you did this once. And the weird thing is the woman he killed looked just like if she was able to grow up and become older, it looked just like his partner. And that was my mom's friend.
I'm startled to begin with.
Yeah.
Second of all, so your mom worked with his partner?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought this was your mom's coworker who became her partner.
No.
I mean, it's still creepy nonetheless, but
So creepy, yeah.
Do you still have the dollhouse?
You know what? I don't think we have it. I think we gave it away to like somebody else with kids, but it was like just so weird that like, because I guess I don't know, there was like weird DNA evidence. I guess he has like a hand deformity. They were able to find his hand inside the car that she was killed in. It was just wild.
Oh my God. You are like a picture perfect example of like, I encountered a murderer.
No, literally. And you hear like the statistics, like you encounter so many serial killers in your lifetime and it's like, holy shit.
Wait, you do? No, you know what? I'm okay.
Yeah,
I don't need to know.
like
I don't need to know. I'm paranoid about enough shit. I don't need to be like shitting bricks in the grocery store because I'm like sussing out who's about to axe me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh my God. Wow. That felt like a ghost story. Like that felt
right.
That felt real. That felt raw. That felt like it was just happening. Wow. I hated that. Absolutely hated that.
No, isn't that crazy? And that's like, I feel like I have a couple creepy stories, but like that is like definitely my scariest one because it's like, ew, like I hugged someone who killed somebody.
No, that would have been like my party trick in college was like two truths and a lie. And then, oh my God.
No, literally.
You must always win at that game.
No, I do because I have a lot of weird stuff.
Oh, well, definitely. I don't need to hear any more of it. I'm perturbed by the one little nugget of information you've given me. So no more, please.
No, yes, that is fine.
Wow, that is...
I hope I didn't just damper the mood on the pod.
No, I mean, I'm asking people about ghost stories, so it's not really just like a feel-good kind of episode, I'm realizing. So that one's on me, Coach. But thank you for calling in. Hopefully I'll talk to you again, and have a great rest of your day.
Have a great rest of your day as well. Love you.
Thank you, doll. Bye. Oh my God. Like, what the Mary, Jesus, and Joseph is going on? Like, that is crazy. Imagine someone being in your home, being an active part of your life, building your kids a fucking dollhouse, and then they get put in jail for a 30-year-old murderer? Also, who the fuck is like, well, yeah, I guess there's enough evidence against me. I'll go to jail. Babe, you did it. What? Oh my God, I am actually Lady Gagda. I am Lady Gagda. I like suddenly feel so happy for having a basic, normal, boring life. I really do. Okay, we're going to take one more spooky pooky call, and then we're going to wrap this episode up. Oh, and just like that, we're getting a call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you doing? I don't know why I said that like a sports announcer.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now.
Oh my God, well, baby, believe it. Now, what ghost story are you calling in about?
So, like 10 years ago, I was like 13 at the time. My family rented the house that my grandmother grew up in. So like with her mom, my great grandmother's house.
Okay.
And it was like my uncles, my mom, and like, you know, that thing. So there's like a bunch of board games in this closet, and there's a Ouija board.
No.
Of course, you know, my 13-year-old self and my best friend and my cousin, we had to play with it. And we're asking all these questions because this is a house, like, my family grew up in this house. So I'm like, wow, I'm really talking to my family right now.
You're like, this group chat is going off.
For real. And I'm asking, I'm like, so who are we talking to? And I'm named after my great-grandmother. And our middle name is, like, not spelt the same way that, like, it usually is spelt. So I'm like, you know what? Well, I'll know if this is real or if you bitches are, like, playing with me. If you're moving this forward right now, like, I'll know if this is real because you guys don't know how to spell my middle name. And I'm like, so who are we talking to? And she spelled out Georgia Isabel, just how we spell it. And I'm like, oh, this is creepy. So then, you know, we get curious. I'm asking when my little cousin is going to die.
What? Wait. How the fuck did we go from who are we talking to? How is my little cousin going to die?
Because he was with us, so we had to, like...
Well, he's not going to be much longer, apparently. What the fuck?
You know, when you're 13, what else are you going to ask the Ouija board? Like, you're just curious, right?
I don't know. Not when the cousin who's sitting next to me is going to fucking die. That is diabolical. Oh, my God. Okay, so what's his lifespan looking like?
Well, he's still alive, so he's doing okay.
Did he beat the odds?
He did, because we also asked how, and the Ouija board responded with 3 arrows, like a bow and arrow. And creepy part, my uncle and all his buddies were like hunting and manly stuff with 3 bow and arrows in the house.
Hate this. Why does anybody fuck with Ouija boards? Why does anyone fuck with Ouija boards? Like, this is a rant I could fully go on because, like, there's only one purpose for that, opening the portal. I would like that portal to stay fucking closed. Maybe throw some Gorilla Glue in there.
Have not touched one since. And then that night, me and my best friend were also woken up by a 40-year-old naked man. So that's a whole nother story.
Well, no. What?
Yeah.
Did you know this 40-year-old naked man?
We did not. Everybody else did, but we had not met him that night. It was one of my uncle's best friend's brothers who is not allowed to have alcohol for reasons.
Such as waking up young girls butt naked in the middle of the night. Got it.
Yeah. So we wake up. At first, I had already told my friend, like, don't wake me up in the middle of the night. Like, I'm tired. I want to sleep. So when this person is, like, waking me up, I'm, like, thinking it's my friend, like, stop fucking with me. There was not. And then I opened my eyes. I was like, oh, my God.
I'm sure you screamed.
Oh, yeah. And my uncle chased him out of the house.
Wait, he didn't sleep over? He walked into the house?
No, he was there. He was sleeping somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But my uncle wasn't after that night.
Oh, my God. Okay, wow. That must have been a crazy, like, 24 hours for you.
It was a fun family trip, yeah.
Oh, my God. Wait, I always thought Ouija boards were, like, kind of fake, but I still wouldn't take a risk with them. Was that, like, actually happening?
Yeah, that was the last time I ever touched one.
No, I mean... Not this sounding like a getting clean from cigarettes ad. It's like, that's the last time I touched them. Wow, what a fucking story to end the episode on. Thank you for calling in.
Oh my God, thanks for answering.
Oh my God, no, thank you for calling. I do not fuck with Ouija boards, so it was kind of fun to experience that through the lens of you. And once again, I do not claim this energy. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, okay. I don't understand Ouija boards. I just feel like nothing good comes of them. No one's ever like, that was a really pleasant experience. Every story about a Ouija board I've heard is like, life has been terrible since. And look at that. You play with a Ouija board and then woken up by your uncle's fucking naked friend. Jesus Christ. Anyways, like I said, that was the last call of today's episode. Again, if you have a crazy ghost encounter or anything, leave it in a comment or be sure to leave a review wherever you get your podcast, 5 stars, and in it, talk about a ghost story. I'm down to read them. I love reading the reviews after each episode, so go leave one. Again, subscribe if you haven't. We do video episodes up on youtube.com/@unhinged, and I'm going to go see y'all on patreon.com/Chris Klemens for the after show, where I'm going to be talking about my one ghost encounter, which I'm skeptical if I can even call it that, because that feels like clickbait. But like, that's how it was sold to me. Anyways, we'll get into it. Bye.